Getting ready to get ready.
And here comes the 10 a.m. hour. Whoa. Now I'm up 7, Hundy. That was epic. All right. I'm probably going to shut down this PA. I just hit the payout threshold. This account. Is there news? I don't see news.
No.
Trump said practically nothing left to target in Iran. Trump says practically nothing left to target in Iran.
Practically nothing left to target in Iran, says Trump. Nothing left to target, implying the war is over, is kind of what he's saying. Okay, well, that did it for me, guys. It was nice. I'm going to leave these up here for a minute. This account is now in payout threshold. Apex payout. Got to strike when the iron is hot. For scalpers, Smart Crasher, I do expect a reaction, even if it does continue higher. So you can do both. So scalp, continuation. All right, for anybody here that knows me, I get in and out of my positions relatively fast. If you're trying to hold for the whole move, that's completely different. That's not what I do. Right? So long, short, long. But that's not for everybody. Not everybody has that ability or is interested in trading like that. My way isn't the only way. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. I came all the way back down again. Will it go back up? We don't know. ES came all the way back down to RTH VWAP, basically where it started. And Q came back further. A little bit of volatility on a Wednesday morning. I mean, Simon, I can sit here and show you a wick that says that was an upper band back test long, you know, for a price discovery breakout, but I think it was more of a momentum play.
Yeah, breakout, which I don't take very often, but in the book, we also talk about the price discovery breakout. A lot of traders aren't at a level where they can trade breakouts successfully. They generally get trapped all the time. It's only for the fastest of executors, right?
Executioners.
Executioners. All right. If I, all right. So I'm up $800. You guys see this average trade time? Oh. Average trade time is 11 seconds. Longest trade time, 38 seconds. Over the course of 52 trades. Understood, JP. I do record it, and the recording quality is good. So if anybody ever needs to go back and reference. There you go. And Andy's trading it completely different than me, and he's also doing quite well. Mike, if you count me taking trades in real time with 300 people watching, that's kind of like journaling, I would imagine.
S&P 500 up 2%, Nasdaq up 5%, down.
Well, JP, in a continuation move or in a trending move, the point of control often acts as support in the direction of the continuation, very much like the VWAP, right? So watching the Globex VWAP comes back to it and goes higher, right? Same kind of concept with a, point of control comes back, holds, so that relates to the auction market principle that if we can't get by the point of control, that we'll revisit recent side of value for potential breakout. But if we reject there, we'll just go back to the point of control. If this, then that.
Big wick. Does it stay up there?
We're still creating higher highs, higher lows at the moment. So I would say there's still a overarching long bias here.
ES holding above VWAP. NQ holding above the monthly. Upper band. It's running into value area high here, the previous high. All right, Scott. It's good to have you with us. A big spike down on oil. Go figure.
Yeah, wick. It's a liquidation wick. Stop, giant stop run. And reclaimed.
ES bounced off the RTH lower band. Pull back up for a second there. Can we hold above this monthly upper band? As NQ chops around point of control. ES delta has been pointed down, and Q delta has also been pointed down.
Why don't we do a little trader check-in, guys? How we doing this morning? We following the plan? Trading well? Waiting for setups? Keeping the tilt at bay? Good. Calming
Keep
breaks
buying
are
it
good.
up. ES reclaiming VWAP with a big push.
Nice.
Up to monthly. Can it break back above monthly? There's a back test of upper band in that composite low volume node on NQ. Does it push up and out? Everybody knows what I'm rooting for.
Breakout?
Up.
Up, up, up.
Well, yeah, up. Let's get above 25.2. Let's go.
I feel like that was an anemic let's go.
Value area high. ES breaking above the monthly. It's got the pivot to go through. There's weekly upper band.
Sure seems like it's working on it. It's got to go here.
It is.
It's got to break above this. Has to.
In order to continue the up move.
Yeah. This is going to be key. I'd like to see a little trap first. There we go.
Oh, you have that one in your favorites folder, don't you?
I do. I love that one. I love it. What can I say? It's great.
I'm not potatoes. No stream issues here. Get snuffed at the weekly band.
Or is this just another bear trap?
More of a curl on ES CBD.
We do have a little bit of a distribution forming here. Not very directional at all.
Back off of yesterday's RTH VWAP. Value area low on ES. Holding above that 67.85 for now. Buying it up.
Nice wick. Nice wick. Come on, keep going. Beautiful. Nice balance trading in here, guys. Just keeps coming right back to the middle, right back to that point of control. As soon as we travel away from it, it gets pulled right back in again. Clear behavior. So I'm in this new PA.
Now ES needs to reclaim VWAP. Get back up to point of control.
There it goes.
Going at this composite low volume node again. Right into value area high. Right off of it. Composite, I'm trading with 20 today. What number did you put in, Chris?
15. 12. 12. Chop fest. Good scalping though.
ES right on VWAP. RSI is right in the middle. Waiting for the next tweet.
Would you
Right
just
on
go?
point of control.
Reminder for the eight-day ripples change. It came in.
Would you just go?
Come on, get on with it.
Keep trying to hold a runner and it just keeps not going. Keep getting these little scalps, which are great, but you know, come on. Move.
$200 is waiting for you up there. Let's go.
ES back below VWAP.
Not the
but
duck.
it's chopping around it,
Not
so
the
I don't
duck.
think VWAP is a good level anymore. Long over is a good level. The delta is just a slow fade after that news candle. Keep expecting buyers to come back in.
There it is.
They're just not. They're just not. Okay. There's the downside of value here. Okay, back to VWAP on NQ. They're trying to break it. They be trying. Cracked. Now, is this excess price, or are we going to leave to the downside here?
ES is at the lower band. RSI is at the value area low. Sets up as a fade. Pretty strong delta down candle.
Yeah. Was that the last bear trap before they bring it back up? We'll see. Because when we have a big clean distribution like this, the edges tend to be traps for those looking for breakouts.
Way out of the
Yep. Now it's new lows
out
in
of
the
the lower
session.
band. Value area low for ES on the session.
Got crude oil inventories in 4 minutes, guys. That should be interesting. Very weak buying still here.
Well, market's going to do what the market's going to do, LJ.
Okay, value area low here on both the Globex volume profile and the Globex lower band. So that's a nice little fade setup area right here. Let's see if it works.
Yeah, Tyler, it was a trap.
There we go. Fade setup's working a little bit there. Oops. That might be it. Yeah, Tyler, that's a fade. That's a pump and a fade. Happens a lot after a big move like that. There's just no follow through or continuation. It fades. You can see it really well on the delta. Just no buyers, just slow selling ever since the news candle or that tweet. Not that strange. Happens all the time. Here we go. Look at that.
Bit of a push.
All right. Let's go. Who took it? Put a W in the chat.
I took it.
980. Beautiful. Beautiful trade. $50-point rip in 2 minutes. Again. Textbook setup there. Value area low on the Globex. Right here. Right there. Excellent trade. Good job, guys.
Now, can it break back above VWAP? Yes, is back to the lower band.
I would take profits there for
Could be a
anybody
back
who's
test. Yes, pushing above the band.
Here it goes.
Back to RTH lower band.
Want to watch out for any pokes
Both of 'em.
above, rejections like that. There was no acceptance there.
Back testing 67.85.
Gee, almost would have made sense to take profits at VWAP. Imagine that.
Huh.
So, Adam, why was the entry late? Were you waiting for confirmation? Because the only thing you confirmed was that you were late to the trade. That's why we tend to just take the setups as they materialize. Anemic bounce on the delta, too.
ES is holding a little stronger on the delta, but yeah, that wasn't much at all. We're back below where the previous low was.
I like the Madonna. Hypo. I think it's a great spot for a Madonna. Could it be messy? Sure. Because clearly, you know, the delta is in a downtrend and very weak. However, we have the lower band and the IB low at the same spot, and the globe. It's an A+ setup. Well, it's been my experience, Adam, that you would have better trades if you just took the setups as they materialize. Here it is. It either works or it doesn't, Adam. No confirmation, no momentum, no bounce is going to confirm that the trade's going to work. You'll just get in late every single time. All right, I already grabbed a long here at 85 3/4. Here is the actual rejection. Still holding. Delta is very weak. All right, I'm out of that one. I'll look to get back in. There goes. Boom. Yes.
That was ES touching IB low to the
Yep.
tick.
Killer trade. Ba-boom. Well, that was double what I lost on it, so that's good. Got out for a small loss, got back in for a nice winner. Beauty. Good job, guys. Nice, guys. Excellent. I guess the ES was a little cleaner than NQ. NQ had a little bit of excess price. We experienced, not too bad, 20 points of drawdown. It was only 20 points, though. Potato, it's not that much.
Yep.
If you're using stops less than 20 points on NQ, you're gonna find yourself getting stopped out a lot.
ES returning to value on the RTH now.
Look at that. Poof. 2 excellent trades, guys. Right at that level. Nice, Hoku. Good to hear. So what, a 5-point? I think 5-point on MES is fair. Net effect. You know, I think 15, 20 points on NQ. Well, I mean, we have some volatility here, right? These 2-minute candles are alone. One candle is 50 points.
Five points on ES is reasonable. It's a good starting point, and then you look for structure. Where does the trade get invalidated?
Yeah, I don't think the trade was invalidated. No, just because both break it. Nope. You know, it broke, it rejected in less than 2 minutes, and the trade worked. Nice, JP. And that probably worked out well for you, didn't it?
Okay, does this thing want to make it back up to VWAP or what? I think so. ES has a beeline for it. Only up. It's the name of this movie.
How's that movie been going since from 10 to about 10:30?
We're not going to talk about it.
Because it seemingly was only down for half an hour there. It has a slow start. It's an antithesis? Is that the correct term?
ES turned the corner on the delta, but NQ just flattened.
Zoop. We got some really good trades though.
Yep.
These were even back tests, shorts.
Sure they were. It's tough to see with that spaghetti up there.
Yeah.
Came real close to 37. I know. Front run it. Here we go. Is that? Yep, that's close. Close enough.
The goal isn't perfection. The goal is well-reasoned decision making. Does that sound familiar? Should. It's VWAP Wave principle number 1.
Keep pushing. Keep pushing. ES is almost there. It's almost there. Ring that bell. You got point of control in you?
Ring.
Can you do it? Ring it.
Ring your bell. Where's that damn soundboard when I need it?
Right? I keep playing whack-a-mole, though. Pokes its head up. Here we go. There we go. Thank you.
We might actually do a karaoke group one night. It might actually happen, Hoku. So stay tuned. You would have to take quite the flight to participate, though. Unless we have it in Hawaii. Who wants to have our next Drysdale meetup in Hawaii?
DTG live in Hawaii.
Sounds like a good destination to me. Except I know my wife's going to want to come. So now that's 2 tickets.
Every time I read that, it's always, it comes out completely different than how you're supposed to pronounce it.
Yeah, me too. I was thinking the same thing.
It's foo, not pho.
Unless you're having the meal, then it's pho.
Yeah. But that's an O, not a U. All right. So that was back to IB mid on ES. So half back from a double bottom right on IB low to the tick. It's going to be fun doing the market recap today on ES. Would you look at it?
Would you look at it? I'm looking.
It's a picture perfect Madonna on ES. So for those of you that got stopped out and took your trade exactly at the lower band and IB low right on the level, you weren't watching ES.
And then who didn't take it because it didn't work yesterday or the day before? You got to take the setup when it materializes, guys. Otherwise, the law of probabilities is not going to work in your favor. If you start cherry picking because it doesn't work, 2 days in a row, guess what's going to happen? You're going to miss it on the day it does work.
Good.
We see it all the
great
time.
to hear, Blake. It was below value area low on the RTH and the session.
It's like a little bit of a return to value on the RTH back test. Delta's just kind of going sideways down here, though.
Yeah.
13 basis points.
Why am I the priest or the officiant?
I didn't know you were ordained minister.
I'm not.
Chuck?
I'm not. I do not have those qualifications.
Father Pivot. Monsignor Pivot, will you come to the
Oh.
That's really funny.
Do we get to 80? Do we get the half back on NQ? ES is up to point of control below the monthly VWAP.
Be right back.
Just kind of chopping here. RTH and regular VWAP are together on ES. Not to anticipate, but this does look like, oh, we're bumping up against yesterday's RTH VWAP on NQ right now. And we're at the bottom of those wicks if you look left, right? 1016, 1012, we're at the bottom of those wicks, but that does not line up with the structure on ES. ES is just chewing point of control here right now. Just waiting for whack-a-mole. ES tried to test the monthly. Feels buying pressure.
It has a lot of room to put in a lower high, though, doesn't it?
Does. IB mid would be a great place to do that. That's funny.
Well, while we wait here, if you're not aware, the new book is going to be hitting Amazon very soon, probably in the next week or two. I want to read, so students in the inner circle got an advanced digital copy of the book. And I just want to read, somebody just sent me something on Telegram. He said, "Hey, Chris, just want to say the book is honestly one of the best trading psychology books I've ever read, and I've read a lot of them. So many holy shit moments for things I never thought of that seem obvious when you go through them. Can't thank you enough, and I just want to know how fantastic it really is." So I'm super excited for you guys to read this one.
Back testing VWAP again.
Probably the next week or two.
It's going to be
Kira. Very soon.
Yeah.
Yep. MSOS it will be. Yes. It will be on European. Chuck read it as well. He had a physiological response to reading it.
Was writhing there.
Holding VWAP, but we do have. What have you guys noticed about the market conditions so far today?
If you look left, I mean, it's basically right up against the top of the news candle wick. And the bottom.
What do you guys think of this VWAP? What do you guys notice about the VWAP? I don't know if it could be any flatter than that.
Flapjacks.
Good, Hoku. Like to hear it. Simon. Is this an above VWAP trap? Feeling a little trappy, in my opinion.
Delta has not done anything very impressive on NQ, that's for sure.
No, it's at the lows right now, actually. So big divergence in Delta versus price here.
Or the buyers are just chewing up all those sellers.
All right, Hoku, good work. Still have a lot
See
of
ya.
time, don't we? It's been a little slow.
A very slow break back test go. If it goes. Whoosh. Kickback at RTH. ES is still sitting on monthly VWAP.
US falls within the volume report by evaluation.
There we go. There's an IB mid. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we don't use CVD on TradingView, Ed, because TradingView doesn't have tick data. So we tend to use Trade-Evade or NinjaTrader, like Wendy said. She's saying we look at Ninja or Trader, and that TradingView CVD is garbage. That's how that's read. And we just tick the IB mid. Was that your? Did you short that, Chuck?
No, that was my target.
Oh, nice.
That was my target. That was my target long. So just in the last half hour, I'm up 724.
All right.
3 to 5 micros.
Look at that tag of IB mid. Wild. You called that one, didn't you?
I did.
Love it.
And ES just happened to the tick off of value area high, which is resting right on top of the pivot point at 6,800. So it's a reasonable target for both. It's remarkable how they have different levels that line up and they hit them at the same time. That's probably the most fascinating part of the markets in this system to me. Every day. I'm amazed. Never gets old.
Also, senior KRG official says security guarantees for IOCS in KRG to restart production is also needed.
Well, it's squeezing higher now, isn't
Breaking
it?
on through. Yeah.
That was a big pullback, probably bigger than I would have expected, but market loves to do that, doesn't it? Shake out all the weak hands, and then up it goes.
ES is setting up right at the upper band. Look at that RSI. RSI is right at the fade spot. Setting up on the 5-minute RSI as well.
Look at that rejection. It's getting cleaner than that. Who took that trade, guys? We were watching that for the last couple of minutes. I'd like to see who took that fade short. We had monthly upper band and IB mid with Globex upper band right at it. I'd like to see who took that short. Put a W in the chat. Nice. Look at that. Beautiful.
That was a whole lot faster than the push up.
Yeah. Elevator down.
And what was the setup to go long, Savoys or Savoys?
There was no long setup. Yeah, I guess that's what you're inferring. He's
Yeah.
trying to
I
trade
just want to know what they
breakouts.
were seeing.
Well, so we've pointed out, I think this is the only trade that I didn't take, was this one.
Mm.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great. I took scalps in here, but I didn't take technically return to value. I took longs and shorts in here. I was more taking longs. What do you guys think of this chart today, guys, with these setups that we went over on stream and live conditions? It is beautiful. I agree. It is a thing of beauty. It's I still, I wrote the damn system and I still sit back in awe sometimes on how well it works.
Do you get tired of patting yourself on the back?
No. I don't. I think it's so cool.
I think there's many of us that agree.
I think it's so cool. And imagine you were trying to trade like this. Imagine. What could you what could you glean in terms of high probability setups from this? It looks completely just random, man. It's crazy.
Well, you got to put some trend lines on there. You got to put some horizontal lines and say, when it breaks this, then I'm going to go do that.
I'm going to have
There you
Trendline
go,
Tori
Wendy.
make a special guest, teach us where to put the trend lines.
Yeah. Oh, don't forget the patterns.
Unfair.
This
scalp is so unfair. Play fair, gaps. Play fair.
Yeah, you've got the inverted deep woods wolf wave cup and handle combo. Orbs. You said orbs.
Matt says all operating with Solana have exposed.
What is that? So that's the 930. So what would the orbs look like? Yep. You would have got maybe one decent rejection for the back test there at 1030, right? You break lower, back test it, and push back down. ES rejected off of yesterday's RTH for a fun fact there at the upper band. To the tick.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Very
It's
little
crazy.
edge unless you're scalping VWAPs here, guys. This is middle diddle. Point of control, 3 VWAPs on ES now. I mean, you could have scalped short off the monthly. They're at 67.96.
Did have some VWAP scalps in here too. Very level to level conditions. Very, very high probability setups, just trading level to level. If this, then that. If we break this level, we're probably going to this level. If we reject at this level, we're probably going back to this level. I mean, just very readable, clean action.
That's funny, hypo. Yeah, that VWAP scalp short lined right up with an RTH price discovery continuation at 10:30.
Awesome, Scott. Great to hear. And what do we notice about the RSI tool as far as context goes?
Fed you all morning long.
We had the news up here, and then we had the morning drive. Otherwise, balance.
ES below VWAP. NQ coming into VWAP.
South Korea to join the IEA release 2.46 million barrels of oil reserves. Comprehensive comments to the broadcast and video published by Chris Drysdale. So I think we're having a tremendous impact on what.
There's price. ES backtesting VWAPs. I mean, RTH basically can disappear because it's right on top of session VWAP on ES.
I'm gonna start using it as a line, I think. It's a lot cleaner. Down we go. Look out
at that.
below.
Break, back test, go. Called it in my head. Sorry I didn't call it out for y'all. I think I did. I said the back test of VWAP, but that doesn't say, hey, this looks like it's a short setup for the scalp. My brain sees that.
I just close that short from up here. Almost
the
coast
upper
to
band?
coast. Almost coast to coast on the distribution.
And Q coming into the pivot there at 25.010. At value area low. RSI down to the low spot. Oh shit. I had an order there somewhere.
It's a quick sell. Man, did we talk about how the higher low? Okay, so this is exactly how we said it. There's plenty of room to create a lower high. And then Chuck says the IB mid would be a great place for that. Literally, that's exactly what happened, guys. Crazy.
Oh, I got lucky. I had a stop loss down there for a sell from my Madonna. So I was 4 MNQ short for another $200. That works.
I got to create like some type of compile all of these clips because they're so powerful from the live stream when we go over the ideas and setups and they pan out based on the principles and fundamentals of the system. It's wild.
Did anybody grab that fade down there at IB low, or did you chicken out because it was just barreling to it? Logger got it.
Let's see how much drawdown it was from that level. It's 25 points, which still is not that bad. That's about, I would say that's about average. 25 points.
I mean, it came within 2 ticks of IB low on ES though.
Ah.
Right. This is a great example during the live daily market recap where I'm going to be blue in the face saying, look at ES, please God, look at ES. So clean. This is the cleanest of all time. Never before have we ever seen anything so clean. If you look at the 15-minute on ES, it's basically a barcode.
Yeah. Up, down, up, down.
Is it fresh, fully clean? That was just a scalp, because who said what?
I don't really see much.
No. It still doesn't feel like it's serious sellers.
Well, the delta is pretty damn weak. We're down 1,300 contracts, and we were up 1,800.
Yeah.
So that's net 3,000 contracts that have been sold from that top. That's a decent amount of selling net.
But it's also, even with that news push candle, it's still only a 200-point IB.
So Bruce has a good question. Bruce says, each day you take so many more scalps than the number of signals. May I ask what the other scalps are besides the second tries? So I go over this quite a bit in group coaching, and I talk about this a lot in Inner Circle, but I'm happy to go over it now because I'm kind of done trading for the morning. So generally, Bruce, my first scalps are going to be the setup location, right? And generally, I capture the reaction. Okay. After I close that trade, and maybe I get a second try, maybe I even get a third try, just trading this price level where I scalp, where I expect the VWAP Wave System trade location to be and the direction. All right. Once that trade is over, right? If I am seeing it hold and some directional pressure, right? I'll take scalps in the direction, right? So if I'm expecting this to hold, where is the next spot I'm expecting it to get to? Right, based on the VWAP Wave System principles, maybe it's value area low, maybe it's VWAP, and I'll try to grab a little piece of these moves in between price levels, right? Then the short, right? If this holds, I think we're going back to IB low. I might grab a short scalp in there, right? It's still based on the setups and the principles, right? It's completely based on the direction, and if this, then that. And those are really the only two trades you'll see me take, right? Setup location, and then directional from that setup location with the anticipation of where the next profit target is, right? And if we're in price discovery, obviously I'm looking to go long unless we have a higher time frame level to short from. And if we have a strong rejection, I might grab some scalps on the way down. So it's all based on the principles of if this, then that, based on the VWAP Wave System principles, and then the setup locations, of course. So great question, Bruce.
So since IB low from yesterday and today on ES are within how many points? 68 to 65, within 3 points of each other. That overshoot was just a test of yesterday's RTH low, which was IB low. And we're seeing it fade again in a balanced market.
That actually looks
traders are freaking
like where I live. That looks like Juno Beach. That actually looks like. Is that Juno Beach, David? Were you able to pull up a picture of the beach I live at and put it in that picture? Because that's crazy.
I love how your twin brother got tattoos on the other sleeve.
The inverse.
So you guys have opposing sleeve tattoos.
That would be a little creepy though if David knew the exact beach by my house and used that in the image.
So would you be looking at this potential back test of IB low and the lower band for a short setup, or is this just excess price in your view?
I would say excess price based on the conditions. Now, the only thing I think that we have a descending channel here, right, with lower highs and lower lows. So this might just be a temporary reaction. Overall, it's looking lower, but the setup as it stands is a fade. And if it continues to go down, then I would say we have a lot more room directionally to the downside. But it rejected there, didn't it?
Whack-a-mole. I'm just looking at a really flat VWAP and as one of the indicators to say that, okay, I've got some relative confidence for at least a scalp in the fade direction, because we already did that back test, break back test go for the last push down. Delta double bottomed here on both NQ and ES. Great. It's fantastic, Gary. Sounds like that was achieved by following the plan if it was only 4 trades.
Mm-hmm.
This is decision point. I mean, RSI for both could be a PDC setup, so.
Did look like a back test. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up here. What do we have on tap for us today? We have the recap with Chuck, 4:30 p.m. in the classroom, premium classroom, where he's going to go over the setups as they materialized across different markets. So please be sure to join that. You have the Asia stream with me tonight at 7 p.m. That will be in the Discord on the live stream.
And much closer in time, we have the Success with BWS Advanced Setup Seminar. So we're going to go through the advanced playbook today at 12:30.
Nice. I always forget about that class. I got to add that to the schedule.
Yeah. What just happened here? ES just went and back tested IB low.
Yep.
And launched right off of it.
It's also rejecting at the second deviation down there. All right, guys. So join Chuck 12:30 for class. Success with VWAP Wave Systems. No, this is the setup seminar, advanced playbook. That's today, 12:30. Recap at 4:30. Asia stream at 7. No lack of opportunity to immerse yourself in the trading that we do here at the Drysdale Trading Group. And Inner Circle, I will see you in the Inner Circle classroom in about 5 minutes for a trade review. So I'll see you guys shortly. Have a great day, guys. If you're going to keep on trading, manage your risk, stay sharp. I encourage you to head on over to the voice channels where you can share your mic, share your screens. You can collaborate with your fellow VWAP Wave System traders. Monitor the market. You don't have to trade in a live account. You can demo, you can practice, you can just learn, ask questions. Great place to go in between. If you have time, I encourage you to head on over there. So make it a great day, guys. Manage your risk, stay sharp. And Chuck, thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. Appreciate it, guys. We'll see you at 12:30.
See you guys. Thank you.